Staring at the door, forces pull behind you. It's hard to step out anymore, no matter how you try to. But it's hard to step out anymore, no matter how you try to.
Welcome to Lite MBC Live 2023. I'm Tami Eagle Bowling.
And I'm Christine Nagy, and we are coming to you live from the amazing office space of Nuts.com in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Today is National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day. It's also known as MBC, or Stage 4, where the cancer has left the breast and spread to other parts of the body. Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women around the world, and it is unacceptable that 685,000 people globally died of metastatic breast cancer last year. We are here tonight to raise awareness for this disease and funding for METAvivor, because 100% of every donation goes towards metastatic breast cancer research. And with your help, we can turn MBC from a terminal illness into a chronic one.
And tonight we are going to introduce you to people who are affected by MBC and hear from some celebrities who are joining us in this campaign to save more lives.
Thanks so much, Christine. I'm so thankful to have you joining us this year. Not only are you a Gracie Award winner and well known by really anyone who listens to 106.7 Lite FM, but you also understand what it's like to suffer loss from metastatic breast cancer. Can you share a little bit about your connection to the cause?
Definitely. And Tammy, thank you so much for inviting me to be here tonight. It truly is an honor to share this special evening with you. I'm a little emotional. My mother, Marlene, lived with metastatic breast cancer for 4 years, and I was with her every step of her journey from diagnosis through treatment and her final moments. And I know she would only want me to share her story in order to help others and support them, the ones who are living with metastatic breast cancer, their families, their loved ones, and to help in raising awareness that we need research and funding for more treatment options and a cure. So to our friends living with MBC and the families and caregivers, we see you, we fully support you, we are with you. I would like to be a part of the solution towards finding a cure.
I'm so sorry you had to experience that with the loss of your mom, and we will dedicate tonight's program in memory of all lives lost too soon to metastatic breast cancer, especially your mom, Marlene Nagy, as well as Nola Adante, Lisa Brown, and Jessica Moore, who we will hear more about as the inspiration for this campaign.
Tammy, your advocacy work has really ignited a light up MBC movement for change for the MBC community. And how has this campaign grown over the past few years?
It's really exciting to see how this campaign has grown really since 2019. It started as an awareness campaign with landmarks lighting up in pink, teal, and green to support the cause. And then in 2020, I started producing Lite MBC Live as a way for really people to see this display of solidarity around the world and create this platform for patients to share their stories, to educate the public, and really to inspire people to live each day with a fierce gratitude for life. Ultimately, this show is about connection, community, survivorship, and hope for a cancer-free future. This year, so many of our Lite MBC ambassadors received proclamations from their governors and their mayors, which truly helped educate their states and their towns. We also have 14 Lite MBC fun runs happening this fall. And we hope to raise $500,000 this year alone to fund critical MBC research.
Okay, that is amazing. And I want to go on a Light Up MBC fun run.
You should.
Okay, just need to work out a little more. But I think the most important thing is for our viewers to understand you, Tammy, your amazing story, your personal journey. How did you first discover that you had MBC?
It was a shock. I had no history of breast cancer in my family. I was 41 years old and I went for the second mammogram of my life, just a routine mammogram. And not only did they find breast cancer, but they found that it had already traveled to my liver, which made it stage 4. My children were just 2 and 4 years old at the time, and it's been quite a journey, but it's now been 8 years since that initial diagnosis. I'm currently no evidence of disease, and I am so passionate about advocating to fund the pipeline because I know that is the only way to end death from breast cancer.
And your generous donations tonight fund the much-needed research going on right now to save lives. METAvivor is the only organization in the U.S. that solely funds stage 4 MBC grants through a scientific peer review process where 100% of your donations goes to research. You can show your support by texting MBC 2023 to 50155 or by visiting donate.metavivor.org/lightupmbc and searching for the state or person you would like to support, or you can scan the QR code. It's on the upper left side of your screen.
We're so grateful to our national sponsors, Seagen and Pfizer, as well as the tremendous support from Boingo Wireless, Nuts.com, Morgan Stanley, and all the state-level sponsors who showed support for their local communities. You're watching us right now thanks to our friends at Live One, a wonderful music and events streaming platform.
Now, Jessica Moore is the original inspiration for the Light Up MBC campaign. She was diagnosed at 32. She passed away at the age of 36. Her best friend, Laura Inhara, is the founder of Light Up MBC and has dedicated her life to continuing Jessica's legacy. So let's hear a few words from Laura right now.
Hi, my name is Laura Inhara, and I am the founder of the Light Up MBC campaign. This campaign began in 2017, just 4 months after losing my best friend, Jessica Moore, at only 36 years old to metastatic breast cancer. Jessica told me prior to her passing, she thought it would be amazing to light a landmark in the MBC awareness ribbon colors of green, pink, and teal, to shine a light on the disease and the need for research. Jessica was an amazing friend, family member, and she was selfless, always helping others. She openly shared her story in a blog in hopes of educating others about the disease. She knew with education comes advocacy. These are Jessica's words. People often may not fully understand I am living with MBC. On the outside, most times, I may appear vibrant, lively, and healthy. But on the inside, my body is fighting a war against itself, and I'm trying to thrive. I'm fighting with every ounce of strength I have to live with MBC. Even with treatment plans, cancer has spread to other parts of my body, bone and liver. Daily, I hope and pray that my current treatment plan is working. I'm fueling my body to fight in hopes that I can live with MBC as a chronic illness and hang on to hope I will live long enough to see a cure for breast cancer. I recognize we are her voice now, and it lives on through all of us. I'm asking everyone watching tonight to please do your research on the organizations you support. I was shocked to learn most breast cancer organizations still put 2 to 7% of all funds raised towards stage 4 breast cancer research grants. The one exception is METAvivor, which gives 100%. That is why our campaign gives what we raise to METAvivor. Right now, over 200 landmarks in all 50 states in the US and many countries around the world are illuminating in solidarity in green, teal, and pink to shine a light on the disease and the need for stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research. Although Jessica is not physically here anymore, I know she's looking down on all of us, so proud that we have come together as an MBC community and raised over $1 million to fund multiple stage 4 breast cancer research grants, with the goal of giving the MBC community more time with their loved ones. Tonight, Jessica's light will be shining down on all of us.
Laura is such an incredible person. She's kind, she's selfless, and she's motivated to make a difference for the MBC community. She's actually the only person in my life that I've never met that I can honestly say I love. We have been working together on this campaign now for 4 years. It's raised over $1.5 million for research at this point. And I am just so proud and grateful for her each and every single day. She worked tirelessly so that we can all feel this light shining on this disease in solidarity as we literally light up the world. In fact, since that filming of that video, we had 100 more landmarks join. So we have over 300 landmarks lighting this evening. Even as far as Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, England, Scotland, Canada, Aruba, and more. 166 cities around the world.
That's incredible. Landmarks shine in the MBC awareness colors of teal, green, and pink to create a conversation beyond pink, because there is nothing pink about living with MBC. Teal symbolizes healing and spirituality. Green represents hope and immortality, and pink signifies that the cancer originated in the breast.
Hundreds of Light Up MBC ambassadors worked for months to get these landmarks lit. And now it's time to take you live to our first location. We have Kara, who is living with metastatic breast cancer, standing by live with a group of friends at the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania skyline. Hi, Kara.
Hello. I'm standing here today to bring awareness to metastatic breast cancer. In 2018, while pregnant, I was diagnosed with early stage triple negative. I also had a 3-year-old. Less than a year from his first birthday, a few days before his first birthday, I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in the brain. Since then, I've had 2 brain surgeries, the left side impairment from that, and 3 types of brain radiation causing a seizure disorder. I am no longer able to push my kids on the swing. I am no longer able to play tag, hide and go seek, or even drive them to school. We need more funding for research so young mothers like me can actively participate in our children's lives and be here for all their milestones. Please donate to METAvivor.
Thank you so much, Kara. I know firsthand how hard it is as a mom with young children dealing with an MBC diagnosis. And your fears really resonate with me, and I know so many others. We all want to be here to see our children grow up. And I pray for more treatment options every day.
Tammy, now we're going to go out to Mandy, who just finished hosting a Light Up MBC Glow Walk in memory of her sister. She is joining us live from Lashley Park in Punta Gorda, Florida. Hi, Mandy. It's wonderful to see you.
Hi, I'm here in Punta Gorda. We just finished our 5K. It's our first annual Sammy Strong Light Up MBC event here. It was an amazing outcome. My sister, Sammy Pickens, and I got involved with Light Up MBC at the beginning of this year after she was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer last September. We became huge advocates of METAvivor. It was giving us our hope and our praise that she would have longer here. Unfortunately, she passed away in May, just 8 months after that initial diagnosis. And she was previously cured twice with stage 1 breast cancer before that. But I still wanted to finish this race in her honor, and I'm going to do it annually. I want to keep pushing and educating on the pink, teal, and green, and that not all breast cancer is pink and curable. And I will continue to push and advocate. And I hope that one day, with all this research and fundraising, that there will be a cure for stage 4, the same as all the rest of them, because we just need more.
Thank you so much, Mandy. I have to say, when you called me and said that you wanted to do this race, your sister was on the phone, and we did that Zoom, and I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm so inspired at your dedication to advocacy to still do this to make a difference for future generations. So thank you so much. Next up, we are going to take you to the Wells Fargo building at 550 South Tryon in Charlotte, North Carolina, to hear an amazing story from a Ren who has used her diagnosis to start a podcast to help others know that they are not alone on this journey.
Hey everyone, my name is Ren and I'm standing here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. I was diagnosed early stage triple negative breast cancer at age 29 and re-diagnosed as a part of the 30% of people that progress from early stage to late stage the following year at age 30. But I have been living 4 years with triple negative metastatic breast cancer. And the only reason that I'm still here thriving as a woman with triple negative MBC is because of my faith, this immunotherapy that I'm on, and research. And this is my first line of treatment. Thrivers all over the world deserve to have access to immunotherapy, which is why funding is so unbelievably important. It can and it will continue to save countless lives as it did mine. And the quality of life that I have been gifted, the ability to start a podcast and an Instagram page called Living Our Breast Lives, it has brought me so much joy to help other thrivers feel less alone and share their powerful stories and make their voices heard with the rest of the world and the breast cancer community. It is an honor to be here with you all. Those that we have lost to metastatic breast cancer, you will always be the brightest lights in our community. Thank you for having me.
Ren, thank you so much for all you do. You're an incredible inspiration, and we are all with you and giving you all our love and support. We have many more Light Up MBC ambassadors standing by around the country, and we will talk to them very soon. But first, we'd like to have a look at this great Instagram resource, Every Day for MBC, brought to you by Seagen. They support MBC community in so many ways, from treatment options to this Instagram channel, which serves as a place for the MBC community to share real-life stories, advice, and support. So please be sure to follow this channel for some great information.
Every Day for MBC means to me is finding a group of people who are also living with metastatic breast cancer and know exactly what it is that I'm going through and how I feel.
It's about connecting with others and their people who are on the same journey. So I do it for those that have gone before me and my daughters and family and friends, and I do it for you. This platform is about making global connections and support, and it's like one big global hug.
This platform is looking to acknowledge who we are, to help us along our path, and to bring us together in every way possible.
I live with metastatic breast cancer every single day. That's why Every Day for MBC Life means so much to me.
Well, I have to say, I do follow their Instagram channel, and it does have great info. And talking about social channels, I wanted to let everybody know that you can see pictures of all the incredibly stunning landmarks that are shining tonight. We will be posting them on the Lite Up MBC channels over the next couple of weeks. So be sure to follow Lite Up MBC on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and keep in touch and stay connected to everything going on with the campaign. Be sure to share any photos of landmarks that you've taken tonight using hashtag LiteUpMBC, hashtag METAvivor, so that everyone can easily search and find these gorgeous displays of hope. Next up, we are going to hear from a Broadway power couple. One of them I was actually on the Today Show this morning with. I will say that Christine Dwyer is really best known for her role as Elphaba, the Wicked Witch in Wicked, although she's played many different roles. And her husband, Matt Deangelis, has played also amazing roles, including Waitress, Hair, and many others.
I'm Matt Deangelis from Broadway's Hair and Waitress.
And I'm Christine Dwyer from Broadway's Wicked, and we are here to raise awareness for metastatic breast cancer.
Last summer, we lost my mother Janice to metastatic breast cancer, and depending on when you're watching this video, we are either about to or just wrapped a very successful fundraiser called the Janice Jam to bring the Broadway community together and raise money and awareness to fight this deadly disease.
And we just wanted to send all of our love and support to all of the warriors out there who are fighting this disease. We are here to support you, we love you, and we wanted to let you know that you matter to us.
You matter to me, simple and plain and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me. Come out of hiding, I'm right here beside you. As long as you have me, I do promise you to. You matter to me. You'll see. You matter to me.
Thank you so much, Matt and Christine. What an incredible couple. They're so talented.
They really are.
And their dog got involved to sing along. Thank you so much. And just like me, Matt understands what it's like to lose a parent to metastatic breast cancer. So we thank you so much for all you are doing, Christine and Matt, for the helping out the MBC community. And now we are going to share an incredible story of hope and an outlook on life that is beyond inspiring. Here is the story of Britney Beadle.
Hi, I'm Britney Beadle, and I'm a metastatic breast cancer thriver. I grew up in a small town, very close with my family, great group of friends, and I had so many different dreams growing up. In February of 2015, when I was just a senior in high school, freshly 18 years old, I felt a lump in my breast. I decided to tell my mom, and she made an appointment with me to see a breast specialist who gave me an ultrasound and a mammogram that confirmed that I did have a mass. But she looked at me and said, "You're 18 and 18-year-olds don't get breast cancer." Fast forward 3 months later, it's May of 2015, and I noticed my nipple had inverted and the lump had grown significantly. So I went to the hospital with my boyfriend at the time. The breast specialist walked in, sat down next to me, put her hand on my thigh, looked me in the eyes and said, "I'm sorry, you have breast cancer." They sent me to a breast surgeon who told me I would have to have my breasts removed. So not only did I have to take in that I had breast cancer, now I also had to take in that at 18 years old, I was gonna have to have my breasts removed too. They told me that I was an early stage, so if I removed my breasts, I would be cancer-free. I had my mastectomy on this day of my senior prom. My best friend came to visit me. She was in a beautiful prom dress, her hair up and curled, and she was looking stunning, but I was in a hospital bed in a hospital gown with my breasts removed. Nothing but scars, blood, and bruising. But to me, it was worth it because they told me they had got it all and that I was cancer-free. But then a month later, I had a PET scan, and that PET scan showed that it had traveled to my bones and my liver, making me stage 4. And that one was really hard for me to take in. I had my very first chemo treatment the day of my high school graduation, and I remember standing on the stage of graduation, and everyone had speeches about how our life was here and how it's now starting, and I remember just standing there or being on that stage and wondering if I had a life to still live. At that time, I didn't know if I did, and I was just so scared, and it was just so unknown, and my life was just supposed to be starting. I was just supposed to be starting my future, but I didn't know if I had one to look forward to. After my first treatment line, I got NED, which means no evidence of disease, and when you're living with stage 4 cancer, that is what you want. You want no evidence of disease. And I with NED for about a year before I found out that it had traveled to my brain, which was another big, I felt like punch to the gut, because that was my biggest fear, was that it would travel to my brain. Now that I'm a transformer with some pigtails in. So I had gamma knife, and that showed to be successful, so we celebrated that. But then I had a PET scan, and that showed me that it had progressed in my body as well. So it also traveled to more parts of my bones. So then I would have to move on to my second line of treatment. I had this weird cycle of no evidence of disease to progression again for a few years to both my brain and my body. But now I am 8 years out, and my most latest progression was about 1.5 years ago to my lungs, but I am doing well. I'm on a new line of treatment, my 5th line of treatment, and I am still living my best life, and I'm thriving through it all. I am. I'm engaged now, and I want to have babies and get married, but unfortunately, very little funding goes into metastatic breast cancer, even though if we have more research for stage 4, it benefits all other stages. If you have more treatments, more understanding of breast cancer, and possibly a cure, that's good for everyone who is diagnosed with breast cancer, especially the people who are living with stage 4 breast cancer like me, because that will give us more time, more laughs with our loved ones, more experiences in this beautiful life. It's okay to be scared. It's okay. As long as you're feeling what you need to feel. I find my light from within. You know, whether I have bad news or anything going on in my life, I always have this feeling that I call love, because that's who I am as a person. And it's always telling me that I'm going to be okay. And so I choose the love over the fear, the fearful thoughts. So I say, do everything you love and enjoy, and reach into yourself and find that inner peace that we all could have while living with this disease, and just live your life. I am feeling rich. I'm creating it within. I am feeling abundant. I am creating it within. Everything is showing up and responding to how I feel. I am choosing to feel what I want to experience. Nothing in my reality is making me feel anything but me. I am worthy. I am worthy as I am. There is nothing I need to change about myself. I am lovable as I am. I don't need to prove I am worthy of love.
Wow. What an incredible story of resilience. I thought that I was young when I was diagnosed with MBC at 41, but 18 years old, unreal. It's so important to be your own advocate. If you feel something, go to your doctor, go with your gut. There's been an update since we shot this film. Britney was rushed to the emergency room last week when she couldn't feel her legs and she had a tumor pushing against her spine. She had surgery and she is recovering now, but she definitely needs some love. She's trying to walk, but if everyone can go to her Instagram at Britney Beadle, send her some love. She's coming out with a book soon that's called A Piece of Hope. So we'll let everyone know on our social channels when that's available. Britney, we're here for you and we're praying for you. Next up, just wanted to say that we appreciate the support of so many who helped make tonight possible, including our sponsors. And one of those sponsors is Pfizer. And they are doing incredible things every single day to save patients' lives.
Science will win. But of the enemies it faces, cancer is one of the fiercest, killing 1 in 5 people worldwide. Our scientists' relentless battle has led to more than 20 approved treatments across 30 different types of cancer. But since cancer never rests, neither do we. When cancers spread to the brain, they can become more deadly. Among the challenges in treating them is the blood-brain barrier, a dense collection of cells that act as a security wall, protecting our most vital organ. The gatekeepers of the wall transport proteins, decide which substances can pass through and which are rejected. Many cancer-fighting medicines are turned away. We are developing molecules that may be able to cross the blood-brain barrier to help defeat deadly tumors. Because cancer is so complex, we are constantly searching for innovative ways to outperform our enemy. We believe our focus on targeted therapies that bypass the blood-brain barrier may lead to new treatment options for patients. Cancer continues to be a fatal foe, but with our dedication and tireless pursuit, each day our scientists get closer to proving that science will win.
Next up, I am thrilled to introduce you to an amazing woman who is a singer, an actress, a dancer, and best known as the first Mexican to star on Broadway and performed in the lead role of Roxy for 20 years in the musical Chicago. She even came back as the other lead role this year as Velma. Here's the super talented, one and only, Bianca Marroquin.
Hello everyone, my name is Bianca Marroquin. I am a singer, dancer, actress. I am a daughter, I am a sister, a wife, and a stepmom. It is very important to me to be a part of this Light Up MBC, shining a light on stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. It is close to my heart, having gone through it with my grandmother and what it did to my family. Also, currently, my niece, Justine, and I am in such awe of her, how she battles this with such grace, dignity, and bravery. And I know in moments like this, it's so challenging to keep vibrating high, but I believe that it is on the high frequency that we heal, we find healing. And what better than with music? So it is important to me to help raise awareness and get people to donate. And your donations will go to METAvivor, which are constantly looking for treatment options for MBC patients. I believe that I can help with music, and I have my friend Brad V. Thank you, Brad, for helping me try to deliver this rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I chose this song because I think it has a beautiful, very pure message, very simple message, but very effective. So, someday I'll wish upon a star that science will find a cure and dream of a world that is cancer-free. I hope you like our rendition.
We always start with the what if. It's one of the reasons we've been working so closely with Boingo for so long. And it's the idea that if we don't get the foundation right, none of the rest of it's going to work efficiently.
We don't manage wireless networks. We play basketball, we produce concerts. We were looking for a partner that we could trust, and we found a great partner with Boingo.
Boingo checks every box. It's a winning network for a winning team.
No matter what wireless technology comes next, Boingo will be there, leading the way.
You just heard a little about Boingo, and I just wanted to say a very special thanks to everyone there who ran a pro bono campaign for us in airports across America to help let people know about the show this evening and how they could donate to support the cause.
Now, next up, we are going to head to the gorgeous Hone Bridge in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Standing by live right now to share her story is Keisha Jones. Hi, Keisha.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me here to share my story. At the age of 46 in 2018, I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer and underwent a mastectomy, radiation, and reconstruction and replacement therapy. However, at the age of 51 in 2023, I was re-diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer after having some intense pain in my right shoulder and not being able to complete daily tasks such as combing my hair or loading the dishwasher, putting on my clothes. And so with this diagnosis, it definitely turned my life upside down. And now I am having monthly doctor's appointments, taking meds. I had to have radiation and treatment. So on my second line of drugs. And it's just been a lot to navigate through this. It's most important that I know that with metastatic breast cancer, the mortality rate is 41% higher than it is with other races. So it is definitely important to have support organizations such as after breast cancer diagnosis, which I was able to receive support from them. And then also important just to have METAvivor funding in order to provide that funding for research that can help save lives and help to provide me a better quality of life through some of the research and clinical trials that are available for people like me with MBC.
Thank you so much, Keisha. Wow, the Hone Bridge really looks incredible. I know it was a pretty rainy night there tonight. It was a little hard to hear a little bit about some of the things you were saying, so I do want to just recap. I know that you do some amazing work with the ABCD organization after breast cancer diagnosis, and I know that they provide mentorship for all stages of breast cancer, which is so important when you're going through a diagnosis to have someone to talk to that's actually been through it. So I think that's just wonderful work that you guys do over there at ABCD to match those mentors. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Next up, we're going to take you over to California. And tonight we are visiting Pfizer La Jolla. But this is just one of 8 Pfizer sites around the world illuminating in pink, teal, and green this evening. I'd like to give a very special shout out to the Pfizer locations in Middleton, Wisconsin, Groton, Connecticut, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Boulder, Colorado, Sanford, North Carolina, of course, New York, New York, and this year, even the Pfizer international location in Turkey is lit up as well. This incredible display of support means so much to the metastatic breast cancer community. So now, let's go meet the team at Pfizer La Jolla.
Hi. Although it is still light, we are illuminated. We are so excited to be a part of this inspiring event for the 3rd year in a row, and would like to thank METAvivor for continuing to lead this very important campaign and bringing awareness to metastatic breast cancer research.
Our team at Pfizer La Jolla plays a critical role leading discovery within oncology, identifying new medicines for people living with advanced and metastatic breast cancer.
By lighting up, we reaffirm our support of the Lite MBC message of renewal, hope, and healing.
Yay. Thank you so much. And I will be gathering pictures from all the landmarks. So we will be sure to show everybody what your landmark does look like, all lit up on our social channels in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for everyone at Pfizer, to what you do and your dedication to saving patients' lives.
Now, Pfizer also created a website called Story Half Told. A growing community of people living with MBC caregivers and healthcare professionals committed to telling the other side of the breast cancer story.
They did. It's a great site, great website. Now, you've already heard so many stories of why research is critical to extend the lives of MBC patients. METAvivor is the only nonprofit in the U.S. that exclusively funds MBC research through a scientific peer review process. So, remember to scan the code on the screen or visit the website below to donate. Next up, we're going to hear a little bit more about METAvivor from some of the METAvivor board members.
Hi, my name is Kate Watson. I currently serve as secretary on the METAvivor board of directors. I've been living with metastatic breast cancer for over 7 years now. It came out of left field. I was first diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in 2016. I was only 35 years old. I had no family history. My girls at the time were only 4 and 2 years old. And I just remember the uncertainty and the enormity of this diagnosis.
My name is Patty Stow, and I joined the board at METAvivor back in March of 2023. I am not a metastatic breast cancer patient, but I am an early stager. I was diagnosed in October of 2018 as stage 2. When I was informed of my diagnosis, it was after a routine mammogram. It's a punch in the gut. At the time, you don't know your stage, you don't know what this is going to mean for your future, but it scares the heck out of you.
This disease can feel overwhelming, and I know that my first concerns were being here for my kids. I think any parent worries about that, and I'm always worried that my 2 girls are going to face this at some point in their future, and I don't want that for my children, for anybody's children, for anybody's wife, mother. And let's not forget too that men get breast cancer. So there are dads, sons, uncles, brothers that are fighting this disease right alongside of us.
I knew that I wanted to do something. And I had a friend who was recently diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, and she would post things about METAvivor. And so I did some research on METAvivor, and I found out that all the money that gets donated to METAvivor from people like us goes to research, 100%, because the only way that things are going to change for metastatic breast cancer patients is research and new treatments.
And it is amazing to be able to say that now we have raised almost $29 million as an organization that was founded in 2009 by 4 metastatic breast cancer patients.
One treatment doesn't help every person. Every person reacts differently, their body chemistry is differently. We need to have lots of things out there, lots of options for these MBC patients for their future. We don't want it to be a terminal diagnosis anymore. We want it to be something that is treatable and that they can have a quality of life with.
I've been so fortunate that research has led to a first line of treatment that has worked for me for over 7 years. I'm actually talking to you today from my 129th infusion for my HER2 positive metastatic breast cancer treatment. And I just have been so determined to work towards finding these effective, well-tolerated treatments that are going to work for everyone that is facing a metastatic breast cancer diagnosis. Because with the research, we can get there. I feel like the last 7 years have proven that it is possible, that there is hope, that if we fund the research, we can find the treatments that will work for every patient.
So last year, I heard about these young women with MBC in New Jersey who started this color walk as another fundraising opportunity, because we need to bring people together, and that's what we did. So we had the first annual Western Pennsylvania Lite Up MBC fun run last year. We ended up raising over $23,000 for METAvivor, and I was ecstatic. And maybe more importantly, there was this sense of community and this sense of I'm here for you and we're here for each other, that you could feel it.
Since being diagnosed, I've come away with an appreciation that every day is a gift. To be able to have watched my kids grow, get more involved in their activities, blessings and milestones that I wasn't sure that I was going to see back in 2016.
I want that to be the future for anyone who's diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. I want them to know that that future is real, and anything, the little things that I can do to help eventually make that a reality for MBC patients, that's why I do what I'm doing, and that's why I hold out hope.
Not every day is going to be a good day, but any day that you're here and you're able to be with your family and get moving and get out there and live life is a good day.
Well, Patty, I just have to say, I want to wish you a congratulations because you just wrapped your second Lite Up MBC Color Walk, and it was an amazing success, and I'm so proud of the way that you truly brought that community together, supporting women going through all stages of breast cancer. And you know, I think it's great just to hear a little bit from people who are actually on the board of METAvivor and how breast cancer or metastatic breast cancer has affected their lives.
Stories are incredible. So now that you've heard more about METAvivor, I am honored to introduce a special segment featuring two scientists who were both recipients of grants funded last year by the Lite Up MBC campaign.
Marching towards curing cancer, including stage 4 cancer, I think for the first time in many years does not appear to be impossible. I am Dr. Prasanna Alluri. I am an assistant professor of radiation oncology at UT Southwestern Medical Center at Dallas. I am a physician scientist specializing in treating patients with breast cancer, and I also direct a research laboratory that is focused on understanding why patients develop resistance to existing treatments.
For over about 20 years, I was working on breast cancer progression and metastasis. My name is Dr. Andrei Bakin. I'm professor of oncology in the Department of Cancer Genetics and Genomics at Roswell Park Cancer Institute, the oldest cancer center in the nation. And I wanted to develop more effective approaches to target cancer, and especially metastatic breast cancer.
In 2023, the fact that some of these patients have limited options is unacceptable, and this is what motivates me to do what we do in my lab. In the past 5 years or so, there's a new class of drugs called CDK4/6 inhibitors that have really revolutionized the treatment of these patients. And this is one of the biggest breakthroughs in a few decades. For any cancer cell to continue to progress, they have to go through cell cycle, and they have to divide and continue to double. And these are drugs that block that step of cell division. Also, these cells cannot divide, so these tumors cannot grow, and they have been shown to be quite effective. Patients, after having been on these treatments, can still develop resistance to these drugs. The focus of research in my lab is to understand the different mechanisms of resistance to these drugs. More specifically, we are focusing on a common mechanism for resistance to CDK4/6 inhibitors. We have found new mechanisms by which the CDK6 overexpression makes these tumor cells resistant, and we're coming up with an improved way to treat such patients and to develop specific treatments focused on the specific mechanism that is in operation.
We developed a new approach targeting p53 mutant cancers. Majority of metastatic breast cancers, they have mutations. And now we have approach to target it The grant that I was awarded is focused on understanding how p53, mutant p53, affects immune system and how we can help the immune system to fight against the cancer. So we developed a 2-drug target therapy that would aid to kill the metastatic breast cancer cells. And second, we can activate signals that can be recognized by the immune system. In other words, make the tumor cells more visible to the immune system.
Obviously, we have come a long way in improving cancer treatments, but obviously there is enormous progress that needs to be made. Support that I received from METAvivor is absolutely essential to advance our approaches, which I hope will improve the survival of patients to a point where we would now be competitive for receiving more substantial funding from federal agencies like the NIH or the Department of Defense.
I would like to thank METAvivor for the support of our research on metastatic breast cancer. And it's really, really important to have these funds to fund new ideas, new approaches. We have better knowledge and better understanding of therapeutic approaches.
And we are quite hopeful that these newer directions will have a much bigger impact towards making substantial improvement in survival and hopefully a cure.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Ilori and Dr. Bacon. We appreciate you so much and your determination to overcome things like resistance to treatment, your determination to allow failure to lead you to success, because we know that things take a long time in research to go from mouse to market. And the way that you're approaching this to find better ways to treat metastasis, especially with new hopes for immunotherapy that could potentially work in more metastatic breast cancer patients, is so hopeful. The ways that you're trying to figure out how to overcome resistance to different medications and resensitize the genes so that they can work again. I know it was personally so inspiring for me to talk with you, and I'm so glad that our audience could hear more about the work that you do every single day that's getting us closer to a cure. There's so much hope, but in order for there to continue to be a strong pipeline, we must continue to fund research and new ideas. As you know from watching tonight, 100% of donations to METAvivor fund research. If you would like to support, simply visit donate.metavivor.org/LightUpMBC or text MBC 2023 to 50155. You can also scan the QR code on the upper left side of your screen.
And now we're going to take you to northern New Jersey to hear the story of a young girl who is determined to beat the odds.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Kelly. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, an aunt, a friend, a sister, and I'm living with stage 4 breast cancer. Growing up, I really liked being outside. We'd go on camping trips, we'd go hiking, bike riding, just going for walks. I just pictured my life being labor and delivery nurse. My grandfather was really sick growing up, so I always saw how nurses interacted with him, and I wanted to be that person for other people's families. Being a labor and delivery nurse was so exciting. Just seeing the mom and the dad's face light up once they see their new baby. So when I envisioned my life, I thought I was going to be doing this for the next couple years. I felt like I was just starting my life, that this was my dream job. My story for finding out that I had breast cancer started in November 2020. I found a lump in my breast. I had no other side effects or symptoms. It took me about a month and a half to see a doctor, so now I'm already pushed to December to see a primary care doctor. do a breast exam. They felt it. It was the size of a small cutie clementine. They ordered a mammogram and ultrasound, and the radiologist said that everything looked fine. I even got a letter in the mail, congratulations, you don't have cancer, come back in 10 years. I was 24 years old. Luckily at that time, I also had a OB appointment who also did a breast exam. Didn't know what it was, but she wanted me to see a breast specialist, and thank God, got a biopsy. So now we're at March, and March 9th, I got the phone call that all 3 sites that they biopsied in my breast came back as cancer. I was in shock. I mean, my first thought was, I'm 24 years old, no family history. I lived a healthy lifestyle, no smoking, not a lot of drinking. I didn't understand how this could happen to me. They ended up doing CAT scans, and they found that there was suspicious activity in my liver as well. So I went for the liver biopsy and came back as cancer. So at that point, I was considered stage 4 breast cancer already at 24 years old. I was just starting my life. So it was very hard. The first oncologist that I saw said that I would be on chemo for the rest of my life, and said months to live, then years to live. You catch on to those things right away listening. This is March of 2021. My birthday's in May, and I didn't think I was even gonna make it to my birthday in 2 months. So I was referred to Memorial Sloan, where I met with the doctor that I'm still continuing to see. So we formed a strong bond between my doctor, her nurse. They've been with me for these past 2.5 years. They gave me more options than just chemotherapy. Said I could start hormone therapy, which we started right away that day. They gave me hope for the future, that I was going to be here for a long time. I'm here now, 27, going strong. Since being diagnosed, I'm currently going for my 6th line of treatment. All my previous treatments either did not work because there was progression of disease, or the side effects were too severe that I could not maintain being on that treatment. So I'm currently going under a clinical trial to try a new medication that I'm hoping is my miracle drug. 6 lines of treatments in 2 years. And I know I still have a lot in my tool belt, but there needs to be more. There needs to be more treatments available that could help fit other women and men. Even if a treatment is there, it doesn't mean that it could fit with that one person because of side effects, or it's just not, it doesn't meet their needs for their treatments. I heard about METAvivor through a friend that I met at treatment. I wanted to become involved because METAvivor is the only organization that gives 100% of donations towards research. So this year I attended and helped as a volunteer with a Lite Up MBC Color Fun Run, and we ended up raising over $100,000. The atmosphere there was just so amazing. Just having your friends and family there, connecting with other women that are also dealing with the disease, learning their stories and what they've done to help themselves. Despite my diagnosis, I do find joy in every day. I'm just grateful to be here every single day. And I find joy by doing things that I love, spending time with people that I love. My husband, my parents, my family, my friends. I like going to Pilates. I like hiking. I like painting. I like going paddleboarding. I have an Instagram that tracks my journey just to promote health and wellness. branch out to other people and see what they have to say, and then get all that information and make what decision feels right for you. I'm looking forward to getting back to my job. I love what I do. I love working with the kids now. Although it's not labor and delivery, what I thought my dream job was, I'm working as a nurse in a different setting, which I've learned to really enjoy. I think it's so important to be your own advocate, know your own body, and really take care of yourself. Whatever's happening, it's all gonna be okay.
Wow, what an incredible story. And I was so grateful to be able to be there in person on this video shoot for this segment with our amazing video editor, Marc Roberge. And we got to spend some time with both Jen and her husband. And since the filming of this video, Jen has started a new clinical trial. She's had to shave her entire head because of the side effects from the trial. But that's okay, because we don't need hair. We need the treatment to work. And Jen, please know that you are in our thoughts. Anyone that wants to follow you can follow Journey of Jen on Instagram, and know that thousands are now praying for you, that this is your miracle drug. Next up, we're going to be inspired by some music, a very special artist, a very special song. He's a founding member of the band O.A.R. He's an extremely talented guitarist and singer, and I had the pleasure of meeting him backstage on an incredible concert tour over the summer. Please welcome the one and only, incredible Marc Roberge.
Hey everybody, I'm Marc Roberge from the band O.A.R. I'm honored to be part of the broadcast tonight. Light Up MBC 2023 is so important to raise funds, raise awareness in the fight against stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I know what it's like to love someone who's fighting cancer, and I know what it's like to love someone who is a cancer survivor. I'm a passenger in her journey. I got to see the greatest, most amazing things, just trying to be there for someone who is fighting. And it taught me a lot about being the light for someone when they need you, and when they don't need you, just being available. And I think that we can all do that, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Your funds, your donations, getting us one step closer. This song is all about being there for the people you love and the people that love you most. And I mean, maybe it's even about being there for strangers, which is a really powerful type of love. It's called Give Me the World. Thank you. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of a dark street. Give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. In the photographs, I'm a killer, but I ain't that bad. On the other side of every man is another chance. So I take it and I turn around. You were laughing with your window down. I don't know if Billy won the fight, but he's halfway gone. So give me your love, give me life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. Give me your love, life, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of a dark street. Give me your love, give me life,
give me the world. You got the money and I got the car. Let's hit the road, sleep with the stars. You got the dollars and I got the keys. You got the money but I got the car. Let's hit the road, sleep with the stars. You got the dollars and I got the keys. So give me your life, give me love, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. Oh, give me your life, love, everything, give me the world. Give me your pain, give me all of the pressure that you can't afford. And I'm gonna be the light that your eyes see, waiting at the end of the dark street. Give me your light, give me love, everything, give me the world. Thank you very much. We're raising funds for METAvivor, and you all are helping so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marc Roberge. That was absolutely beautiful. He really, really gets it, and music so connects us and gets us through, and we just thank you for all that you're doing.
Next up, we want to head over to hear from another one of our sponsors, Seagen, to their offices in Bethel, Washington.
Hi, I'm Matt Skelton, coming to you from Seagen headquarters near Seattle. We're a global biotech company focused on working with urgency to improve the lives of people with cancer through the development of innovative therapies. I'm here with members of our cross-functional metastatic breast cancer team, and we're thrilled to once again support Lite MBC and METAvivor to help raise awareness and funding for metastatic breast cancer.
At Seagen, our passion for patients is what fuels us. We recognize how important it is to highlight the voices of the metastatic breast cancer community. And we're proud to stand with you in your efforts to shine a light on MBC.
The work METAvivor does is critical to bringing awareness to patients and in advancing research. Thank you for everything you do to support women and men with metastatic breast cancer.
Light up MBC!
Wow, the building looked incredible. This is the first year that the Seagen headquarters was able to light for us. This has been a long time coming, and it just, it means so much. It's so incredible to see that display of support. I want to give a little shout out to Brett Malak for her assistance. She's our lighting consultant on the campaign, and really just thank everyone at Seagen for your commitment to helping people facing a metastatic breast cancer diagnosis. You know, when this kind of diagnosis happens, it doesn't just happen to you. It really affects everybody around you. And that's why I think it's important to now hear the perspective of not only a patient, but also her husband and her father.
My name is Ashley Rizzuto. I'm a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mother, and I'm living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I have 3 sisters, so growing up with essentially my best friends. I've always been very into music, so I play flute, piano. I'm a big dog lover. I was diagnosed about 2 weeks before I turned 38. Because I'm too young for a regular mammogram, I discovered a lump on my own one day and followed up with my doctor, who then sent me to get a mammogram and an ultrasound. And right there at that appointment, they wanted me to stay for a biopsy because they knew it was something very suspicious, and 2 days later found out it was cancer. They thought at first it was stage 2.
It was pretty hard because we went from we went from stage 2 breast cancer to finding out it was stage 4 in like, I don't know, it must have been like a week and a half. So we went from, okay, hey, it's not good, we can do surgery, we can remove it, we can fix you up. None of that stuff was possible because the cancer already spread to her liver and her lymph nodes.
Over the course of 6 weeks, going from being perfectly fine, healthy, normal to a stage 4 diagnosis, it was just every additional test they did was just another bomb dropped after another and trying to process bad news after bad news that culminated in the stage 4 diagnosis.
Certainly you need to be able to be there and be strong for them. But, you know, it's, you can't sometimes. I mean, I know right now there's no cure, you know, for it, which is hard.
My first treatment was just oral treatments. My scan after that 3 months later showed progression, so I was changed to another oral treatment, which lasted 6 months, which showed mixed results at the first scan. So then they did a radio embolization procedure to my liver. There was further growth, so I was changed to my first infusion treatment, which showed mixed results, unfortunately, so they had to change my treatment yet again.
She's on a trial now, so we're back to hope again, but, you know, this is like the 5th time we've had hope for treatment.
Finally getting into parenthood and what that's going to look like, and this really, you know, changed everything for us. And I think it's hard for my husband too to see me going through this and feel like he can't just go fix it and make it better.
I just wanted to like have it go away. I like to see my wife be able to, at minimum, just be on treatment for, you know, even 2 or 3 years without having to change again. I also think too, it's like going to a support group with other husbands that are in the same boat and talking about that, you know, I believe it to be helpful.
My family has been amazing, supportive. My dad's been working really hard this year, doing a lot of advocacy. He's been really involved and supportive with getting more awareness out there about MBC.
METAvivor, 100% of what you put into it goes to medical research to make a dent actually in stage 4 breast cancer. My wife's a rock. A lot of folks don't get to quite understand how my wife actually copes with this stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely scary in the beginning having a stage 4 diagnosis, but I think there's a lot of hope out there. There's a lot of great treatments. If you're feeling scared or anxious about it, seeking out that support can be really helpful to helping you find what's going to help you cope with this.
Hi, you heard from Ashley and her story, and Ashley's story is a family story. You see her sisters and her mom here with us, and from the very beginning of Ashley's diagnosis, we knew that we were going to have to do more than just support Ashley in her fight, but support all MBC patients. And METAvivor gave us that opportunity to reach out and raise funds for everyone, knowing that the MBC community is one big family and that we are all in this together, whether we're the patient, the family, a friend, a coworker. So our fight is everyone's fight. And thank you for having us on this evening.
Dan, thank you so much. Ashley, so great to see you supported by such amazing family and sisters. And I know that your dad organized this amazing watch party tonight. And I just want to thank you for that support. I also think that sometimes we don't realize that, you know, stage 2 breast cancer can come back as stage 4, that the stages of breast cancer are not sequential. And I just think that's important for people to recognize. We're praying for you. We know that you're starting a new clinical trial, and we're really hoping that this works for you.
Absolutely. So Tammy, I think it's time to get back to those landmarks. We're taking you to Chicago, Illinois, to Lisa and her family, standing live at 1-2 Prue. Hi, Lisa. So please share with us a bit about your story.
Sure. Hi, I'm here tonight in downtown Chicago with my family to tell you how important research and funding is to find a cure for metastatic breast cancer. In June of 2016, I had a cough that wouldn't go away. And 4 months later, on October 20th, 2016, I received a phone call from my lung doctor who told me that I had metastatic breast cancer. I had heard of breast cancer. I had done the monthly self-checks. I had done the yearly mammogram, including a mammogram 1 month before I was told I had metastatic breast cancer. My PET scan report was almost 2 pages long. The breast cancer had spread to both of my lungs, and I was having a very hard time breathing. I did 6 months of chemo, and then in May of 2017, my oncologist said, I just heard of a new drug that was just released by the FDA, and it has your name on it, and I want you to try it. So I have been on that drug since May of 2017, and I have been NED, no evidence of disease, since then. I have lived almost 7 years with the fear and anxiety of my cancer coming back and of being in treatments for the rest of my life. But I have lived, really lived the last 7 years because of the new medicines, the new treatments that they are always coming out with. So please, please help us for more money for research for metastatic breast cancer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Your story is so inspiring and interesting that you were diagnosed de novo, because that was how mine was discovered too. You know, when you go and you get diagnosed stage 4 off the bat, it's a big shock to the system. But I'm so happy to hear that you're doing well, and that it has been 7 years, and that you've been able to live your life. And that's what we all need to do. Just appreciate each day, live our lives, and just really not take anything for granted. I wish you many more years on this line of treatment. Now, we have something special coming up, because during last year's show, we heard the story of Jane Marcheski, otherwise known as Nightbird. She was known for receiving the Golden Buzzer on America's Got Talent, and her messages of hope continue to inspire thousands. Her family is committed to making a difference through the Nightbird Foundation. So let's hear an update and a few words now from Jane's brother, Mitch Marcheski.
Hey everyone, Mitch Marcheski here with the Nightbird Foundation. So blessed to be with all of you tonight on Lite FM MBC. As many of you may know, my little sister Jane, Nightbird, inspired the world through a message of hope on America's Got Talent as she battled metastatic breast cancer. But one of the things we realized as we were walking through Jane's journey is that there are just so many women out there that don't have the same hope that Jane had. So what we've started to do is send out these gifts of hope to women with breast cancer. These gifts include things like Jane's newest book of poetry, some other items to bring hope and courage to those who are battling cancer. We've already sent gifts of hope to the 11 amazing women that you've seen here tonight on Lite FM MBC, and we would love for you to partner with us in doing the same for other women all over the world. So if you know somebody who would like to get a gift of hope, or you just think that you would like to sponsor somebody who would need one, you can go to nightbirdfoundation.org for those details. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Thanks for supporting this cause, and thank you for supporting women all over the world.
And that is so wonderful. A very special thank you to the Nightbird Foundation for sending our featured patients gifts of hope. We absolutely love what you're doing to support the MBC community.
And next up, I'm excited to share a bit about the Shimmer by Cindy MBC collection. I want to give a special shout out to Liz Ferenciak, who has volunteered the past few months as the Lite Up MBC social media manager. Her mom, Nola, passed away from MBC last year, and she is the inspiration behind this jewelry collection. Let's learn a little bit more about it now. This jewelry collection is so special, and the music you just heard in that video was actually Nola playing the piano, which just made it even more touching. I'm wearing some of the pieces of the collection right now, so you can see here, this is actually the Nola ring, and I also have on the pear bracelet, as well as the bar necklace, if everyone can see here. And I think you're wearing something too, right, from the collection?
Yes, I am. This is beautiful. This is the Art Deco necklace.
Yes, exactly.
So
you want to share a little bit more?
Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. The designer, Cindy, has been so generous by giving 100% of the profits from this gorgeous collection to METAvivor. So be sure to check it out at shimmerbycindy.com/METAvivor.
Or go to the Lite Up MBC social channels and check out our link tree for links to purchase. Next up, I'm excited to share this story because I have had the privilege to work with Katrina Johnson, Pfizer's U.S. Director of Advocacy and Professional Relations. She is also a 3-time breast cancer survivor who is committed to Pfizer's mission of changing the trajectory of cancer.
Still rolling? We're rolling, okay. My name is Katrina Johnson. I'm a mom, daughter, sister, dog mom. I'm a Texas girl, yogi. In my spare time, I take care of my kids. I'm just kidding. That's what I do all the time. I'm a breast cancer patient advocate, and I'm also a 3-time breast cancer survivor. My first breast cancer diagnosis was in 2002. I was 28 years old. I was terrified. That's the first time I heard the 3 words, "You have cancer." It changed everything. I felt like my body betrayed me when I found out that I was gonna have to go through chemotherapy. The biggest fear, it was, will I ever have kids? Will I ever be able to be a mom? An oncologist really wanted me to get tested for the BRCA gene, and it was positive. I had to decide. For me, I decided to do the full mastectomy. It was empowering to say, take all the breast tissue. I don't need that. I'd rather be here. I'd rather have a life and have, look, the life I have today. I would not be where I am if it weren't for my family, my community, my sisters, so many people who have supported me and gotten me through all of this. I am simply so grateful. I can't say that I'm glad that I had cancer, but what I can say is that I think it's shown me my strength. This started leading me into the advocacy work because I wanted to become more of an empowered patient. I wanted to understand more about the implications of BRCA1. We have to know our bodies and we have to advocate for ourselves. I don't have an active cancer diagnosis right now, but I still go to my oncologist every 6 months, dermatologist every 3 months. Schedule. I make sure I have all that. In addition to a full-time job, running my kids around, I put my care at the forefront of everything I do. I have to for Kaylin and Gavin so I can be here, so I can be their mom. I just want to soak every minute of it in. I don't want to miss anything. It's sad that we have to worry and wonder, will there be another diagnosis? Or will the next one be one that I can't recover from? But for today, I'm here.
That is incredible. Again, sharing her journey is just so beautiful and reminds me a lot of your story, Tammy, and your incredible strength. It's amazing to have a job where you really feel like you are living with purpose. It seems like Katrina definitely found her calling in using her own experiences to make a significant difference in patients' lives. And now we have a very special musical performance. I'm amazed at what this person has accomplished. She's had so many challenges, but she has never given up. She's always persevered and followed her dreams. She also is an inspiration. I'm thrilled to share a few heartfelt words from the very talented Tony Award winner, Ali Stroker.
Hi, I'm Ali Stroker, and I'm a singer, actress, advocate, and new mommy. When I was 2 years old, I was injured in a car accident, which left me paralyzed from the chest down, and I use a wheelchair for mobility. I have faced a lot of challenges in my life, and I have always known that I had to go after my dreams of being on Broadway and having a family. It has also felt so good to give back to people in need. My motto is turning limitations into opportunities. I am asking you all tonight to support so that we can find a cure for stage 4 breast cancer, and a cure for MBC can become a reality. People living with MBC deserve more time with their family and loved ones. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your back and that the challenges are too great, but I believe in you. And there are so many people out there that do as well. I want you to know that there are so many people supporting you and loving you on this journey. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all that you can bear, you call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there, and I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Wow, she's truly an inspiration. And I think it just goes to show you that it's all about finding the right perspective. I love that notion of turning limitations into opportunities. Thank you so much, Ali. Tonight, as you heard from the start, we are filming live from the offices of nuts.com. And I want to extend a special thank you to Sarah Blanco and her entire family for donating this gorgeous office space for this event this evening. Nuts.com is a family-owned business, and they are way more than just about nuts. Let's have a listen to learn some more.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine. We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy free shipping on your first order.
What a wonderful family, and thank you again. So while we were watching that, I grabbed some of our Light Up MBC apparel. It's available through November 1st, and this is another way for you to support our mission and have a meaningful memento of this inspiring evening. Look, it's designed like a concert tee. I love it. It features all the cities with the participating landmarks on the back of the apparel. Check out this video.
And to purchase any of this apparel, you can simply go to our social channels at Light Up MBC on Instagram, Facebook, visit our link tree, and it'll take you to all the links. I also want to thank Little Words Project for another collaboration we did this year, and as part of their big Little Words Big Impact campaign. I worked with them to design a special bracelet that utilized teal, green, and pink beads with a saying that means so much to me, which is faith over fear, right? It's like I've always strived during challenging times to just keep my faith stronger than my fear and focus on loving and living in the present. So I wear this bracelet right here, Faith Over Fear bracelet, and it's meant to travel. So when you meet someone who needs it more than you can give it to them and they can actually read about what those words meant as they traveled on different people's wrists throughout their journey. Check it out on screen.
And Tammy, thank you, because I'm wearing my bracelet right now, and I absolutely love it. You can visit the link in our bio on our social channels at Lite MBC to purchase. And I also wanted to mention, if you're at a landmark or visited one tonight, be sure to publicly post your pic on Instagram, #LiteUpMBC for the whole world to see.
Remember, you can see pictures of all the beautiful landmarks now and over the next few days by visiting our social pages. And while you're there, be sure to follow, share, and stay connected to our campaign.
So if you're loving seeing all these landmarks lit up, if you're moved by the stories that we've shared this evening, please show your support by texting MBC 2023 to 50155 or head to donate.metavivor.org/LiteUpMBC. Search for the state or person that you would like to support, and you can also scan the QR code in the upper left part of your screen.
Landmarks lighting tonight in 166 cities around the world represent the world saying that they understand that stage 4 needs more. And those of us living with MBC know that more awareness means more funding. And that gives us hope, because we know that research is the light to a cure. We thank everyone tonight who illuminated their landmark, tuned in, donated, texted, and shared this stream. Your actions can help us find a cure, and together we can make a difference.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors for their generous donations that will help fund life-saving research.
I want to give the biggest thank you to the founder of this campaign, Laura Inahara, for having the vision to create Lite MBC, Marc Roberge for being the best video ever that I could ask for, and our amazing leadership team, Katie Adams, Mary Beth O'Brien, Eileen Shellhorn, Liz Ferenciak, Lori Bonanni, Kristen Kubicki, and all the hundreds of Lite MBC ambassadors around the world who volunteered their time to make tonight possible. Please remember each day to make each day meaningful. Have a great night.